top of the morning, and it is a beaut.
And the hope of the Irish as the future champion of the world.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio.
Here's Barry J. McDonald and the RightCom.com podcast.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode from RightCom.com. And today's podcast episode is entitled, Let's Look at This Backwards. Now, if maybe you're stuck right now, you are maybe trying to come up with some content ideas for your business, or maybe you're looking to create a digital product, or maybe write a book or whatever, I'm going to give you a tip that I have found helpful many, many times. And I was just reminded of it recently by the great Big Phil Harrison, and that is working backwards. You know, a lot of us will probably do, like we probably naturally assume you do, that if you are going to create some content, you need a starting point. We go from the starting point and we need to do this and this and this and this and this. But sometimes when you're at that starting point and you don't know, sometimes it may be hard to find a starting point. Sometimes I used to find when I was writing maybe fiction books, sometimes I didn't know where the book started. But what I'd found was that if you work backwards, sometimes it's really easy to find that starting point. Again, going back to fiction books, sometimes I might have had the end scene of the book. If it was a romance book, maybe it was the heroine meeting the hero, maybe they get married or whatever. So I had that kind of end point. So I knew how the book had to end. And then what I would say to myself was, right, this is the wedding. What could happen before the wedding? What could be maybe a dramatic moment that could happen before the wedding where possibly the wedding mightn't take place. Maybe the evil bad person might whisk her away or kidnap her or whatever. And then I would think from that point, okay, if she was kidnapped before the wedding, what could happen before that? So then I would have the extra bits I would have to add in to that point where she could be kidnapped and the hero would have to go rescue her or whatever. So sometimes maybe working with your content backwards is a lot easier than working forwards. Again, too, maybe if you are looking to create a digital product today, think what is the end result. When someone has gone through your digital product today, how are they feeling? What is the skill that they have? What is the thing that they can do right now that they couldn't do before? Again, giving an example, maybe if I was maybe thinking of creating a product maybe on TikTok videos, how to record content for TikTok, my end scenario would be where someone could just whisk out their phone, that they would have an idea at hand and they could record that piece of content and they would feel confident doing that. So that is my end point of my digital product. So then I need to think backwards. What could I give this person that they would be able to find ideas for TikTok videos? How could I make them feel confident that they can pull the phone out at any time and record that content? And you can probably see, when you work backwards, you'll find, well, I'll need to add this in, or they'll need to know this, or they'll need to know how to do that, or they'll need to get over this fear to be able to record the content. Again, even maybe if you're maybe creating some content today, maybe a blog post, maybe a TikTok video, whatever, again, go backwards. What is the message that you would like somebody to know when they've read that content? Is it that they will know how to lose weight, or they'll know how to buy the perfect treadmill, or they'll know how to buy the perfect piece of software for where they are right now? And then work backwards from that. What should be in this piece of content that is going to lead them to that end result? So as I said, it was something I used to do regularly with my fiction writing, but I forgot about it until recently, until I was reminded by the great Big Phil Harrison, and that is working backwards. So try that today, maybe if you're stuck, maybe trying to come up with a blog post, maybe a digital product or whatever. Try working backwards. What is the perfect end scenario? And then what are all the things that can happen on the lead up to that end result? Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like more from the RightCom.com podcast, be sure to subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and ideas you can use to make more money from your words. See you in the next episode.